Hello, my name is Cole Epley, and I'm here to deliver an speech on why we should keep our gun rights given to us through the Second Amendment as U.S. citizens. Everyone has an opinion on gun ownership, and that is usually driven by emotions. Why do people feel the way they do about guns? Some people have different beliefs on guns depending on where they grow up. If you grow up on the farm, you know that guns are used to kill animals. If you grow up in the city, guns are more likely to be used in crime. And that hinders a lot of opinions when we are trying to make decisions on this Second Amendment, and that's where we usually clash heads. I'm a lifelong avid hunter, and I know what guns are meant to be used for, and I take that responsibility seriously because guns can be dangerous. I have chosen to follow a career involving guns and animals. I'm going to be a damage control expert. The three main points are: I couldn't agree more with what Gibbs stated in 2010. He said that guns don't kill people, people kill people. I'm going to talk to you about what happened in Kennesaw, Georgia, and I'm also going to talk to you about how changing laws can impact us here in Nebraska. We must shift the blame from the object to the person using the object. On to my main point, number one, of why do people believe that guns is the object to blame. According to Gibbs, it takes a person to pull the trigger for the gun to fire, as everyone should know that a gun will not fire by itself on a victim. As stated in our history, if guns are taken away, people won't be able to protect themselves. Common sense tells us that there will be a higher number of weapons illegally owned if this law is passed. When Prohibition went through, alcohol was obtained illegally by criminals. Guns will be obtained illegally by criminals. There's no getting around that. My main point, number two, in both Kennesaw, Georgia and Switzerland, residents are required to own a gun. According to Koppel and DeAndrilli and our history, it was mandatory to own a gun in Kennesaw, Georgia starting in 1982 and has been in Switzerland as well. As a result, crime rates have decreased greatly in both locations. People learned to take their gun ownership rights seriously because they knew that they had to take on the responsibility of owning a gun, and if needed, they would need to fire that gun at a perpetrator. It was believed that it was their community duty to keep their guns maintained and have the motivation to want to protect themselves and their family and their community. The biggest reason why crime rates dropped is no criminal is going to want to go to a house where they know that there is mandatory gun laws, where that person in that house has a gun and they don't want to take that risk. In our history in Kennesaw, Georgia, the crime rate in 2001 was 85% below the national and state rates, while property crime was 46 to 56% below national and state rates. So passing the right kind of gun laws helps dramatically. In Switzerland, men and women are required to take gun training and may take optional courses with assault rifles. They keep the guns at home for 3 months and receive 6 half-day training sessions on using it responsibly. And this has, like I said earlier, kept their crime rates down. On to my main point number 3. How would making such laws restrict our rights to own guns affect us here in Nebraska? According to Nebraska, we have no requirements for owning rifles and shotguns. It's not necessary to have a permit. You don't need to register your firearm. The owner does not have to be licensed, and you don't have to have a permit to carry. Currently, Nebraska states that we have the following requirements for owning handguns. It's necessary to have a permit, and you need to have a permit to carry, called concealed carry. According to the Nebraska crime and crime rate, crimes have went down from 78 in 2009 to 9 in 2012. According to Jacobson, if murderers don't have guns, they will use something else. In conclusion, I agree with Agresti that we need to protect our rights as U.S. citizens. We use guns in self-defense and to prevent harm to us, our family, and our community. According to Chemerinsky, the Second Amendment has kept us together as a country. Law-abiding citizens do not need punished. Criminals need punished. Instead of taking away guns from law-abiding citizens, we need to arm them so they can protect themselves. We need to educate our citizens on gun ownership and protect them healthy ways in maintaining guns in order. Thank you.